Okay, we're live. As you'll notice, on my regular live streams that have art, usually I have the obnoxious banner right over here. Tonight, I already did my art for the night. I worked on Not Death But Love, the strange supernatural story of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. So I'll show you my progress on page 72. It's just the lettering so far. And then we're just going to go straight into a live stream of a game of Risk, maybe a couple games. We'll see how much time. But honestly, I plan to spend about maybe an hour playing Risk and then going to bed. So that's my reward for working on comics. If you want to see the conversation I was having whilst working on the lettering and layout, because the rough is done and we have 5 roughs that are approved, sent to the publisher, some minor like spelling things that tend to happen in roughs that the editors kindly caught, which is cool. So I didn't make those errors on the final. So we'll show that art and then we'll get right into playing a game of Risk World Domination, a game in which I have been a master. I'm currently ranked at intermediate, which is not so great. It's not a bad ranking. It's just not quite like expert where I was at before from losing a few games. So I've been having a bad run, but that's okay. And that's half the fun of doing these things. And I was about to play the game and I was like, you know what? I need to get back into live streaming these things. So hopefully I can keep you guys company if you're creating or working on art or you're interested in the game of Risk. For my main channel, though, I am a cartoonist, an illustrator, a graphic designer. I've been doing that for all of those things for about 20 years. I also am an art director. So I've been an art director for about 8 years. And when I'm not art directing or doing that, I'm usually working on comics, long form graphic novels like Jacob's Apartment and Two Stories, which are both books that are available. And I usually play trailers during my art streams for those books, but I'm not going to be playing those. And I'm not going to do too much of a pitch because I already kind of did that on Corey's channel on Artcasters. So if you want to see some art talk and art stuff, Artcasters on Corey Kerr's channel was a great episode. We had a wonderful guest and Drink the Paint, who's just really great. Check out that Artcasters episode. And other than that, I'll show you a quick preview of the page, and then we're going to get into the exciting game of Risk. So, we'll see. All right. So, let's see here. So here is, if I go to the daily stream, this is my typical art setup, right? And right here, you'll see on the left what I got done for the night. So it's not a ton, but it's progress. And tomorrow I will start really like tight roughing the pages and stuff like that. But I tend to be pretty boring when I'm drawing on stream. And so, yeah. And Thomas said, you need to invite Jason back and let him talk more next time. I agree. We got so excited with Jason as a guest that we probably just talked his ear off. Like, I think between Corey and me, we just dominated most of the conversation. I feel bad. It's just he was a really interesting guy. And it's funny. I think part of this might be, I think I've talked about this before on stream. I am slightly autistic. I'm like 90% sure that that's the case. And so one of the things that unfortunately happens with that is I think I have high functioning, but I tend to like really latch on if I get really excited about a topic and I can't stop. Like it's really hard. And I got to give credit to like Corey and Scott for putting up with me when I do that, because I do kind of go on these rants occasionally. And sometimes I get just too excited by a topic and I'm all about it. So that's a theory of mine. I haven't really had it confirmed, but it's just kind of living through raising my kid and stuff who has autism. I've just started realizing like, I think I have a lot of the same traits that he has when it comes to conversations, not being able to drop topics, that kind of stuff. So anyhow, fun times. But it does make me really obsessively good at repetitive things like comics, art direction. Honestly, like anything like creative that kind of goes into my interests. I think that's one of the reasons I'm actually pretty strong in those areas. Is that kind of way of not being so neurotypical. So anyhow, that being said, Jason was awesome, and I hope I didn't talk over him. I tend to do that when I like somebody, which is not the best habit, but it was an interesting show. And honestly, I think his art's really cool, and it's very playful, and it just reminds me of like the value of play and stuff like that in art. But this is what I got done for the night. Now we're not here to do art stuff, though. We're not here to talk about art. We're here to play Risk. So if you guys watch my art streams and stuff like that, cool. If you're into the Risk streams, this is full Risk content. So let's get into the game. So I'm going to go to my Risk cam. You know what I will do before we get into Risk? We will play one quick trailer so that I can fill my water, because I got so excited about playing Risk. And I need to fill my water so that I can be in the zone 100%. So stay tuned. If you haven't, while the trailer's playing, hit that like button. I'm trying to get better at asking people to hit that like button. And then I will be back, and we're going to rock and dominate some Risk. So I'll play one quick trailer for one of my comics, and then we will get into the game. So here is the trailer for, let's do Jim Luhan's wonderful trailer for my comics called Wordzoid. Here it is.
Well, Peter, since I'm such a big music fan, I'm going to have to go with Karen Carpenter. Oh, Stu, I'm sorry. That's the incorrect answer. Trish, what you got for us?
I'm going to go with Kim Gordon.
All right, let's check that answer. Kim Gordon. Do we have a Kim Gordon? Yes, and that means you're our new Wordzoid champion, Trish. Dale, tell Trish what she's won. Trish, you've won a copy of 2 stories, a memoir of faith and mental illness. Handwritten, hand-drawn, and handed to you by artist and writer Joshua Kemble. But wait, that's not all. You've also won a copy of Jacob's Apartment, the story of a doomed romance. What happens when you take eternal sunshine out of the spotless mind and put it in a blender with Ghost World? You get Jacob's Apartment, written and illustrated by Joshua Kemble. Trish, thank you for playing Wordzoid.
All right, great job, Trish.
I was told I was going to get a lifetime supply of paper towels.
Okay, I love that trailer still to this day. That gives me a kick. There is one other thing I want to show off. I'm going to just show a brief preview of it, and I don't think Christopher would mind. So Christopher Runciman, I mentioned this on Artcasters, did this amazing comic that's so funny, and it's in regards to this stream. So I jokingly call. I'm throwing this on the art board here. I'll make invisible my my thing. I want you guys to see this. Let's go view extras, and I'll kind of zoom in on it. But anyhow, so we make this joke on the stream all the time that because my name was misspelled Kremble, and it's an inside joke among my friends and people who follow the stream. The whole thing from TCAF misspelling my name Kremble, and you'll hear like Jim and Wordzoid. He does like by Joshua Kemble, like bit that's riffing on this. But I've come up with this joke recently. If you haven't followed the stream, if you have been, you'll get this this comic. But if you haven't been following the stream, I make this joke that my followers are like the Kremlin, which is a play on like the Kremlin, but with Kremlin, because it's Joshua Kemble's followers. And Christopher Runciman, I think I was at work listening to one of his streams. And I just commented like, because he was like, what happens 500 years from now? And I was like, the Kremlin like takes over the world easily. And he actually made a comic of it. And it's amazing. So I encourage you, I'm not going to leave it up too much, but it's very funny. It's a dystopian future in which followers of my vlog have taken over the world, which hopefully we do tonight. playing Risk. And there's a Risk joke in there too. So make sure you guys are subscribed to Christopher Runsman. He did a trailer for this channel, and he's just very funny and entertaining and crazy talented. The fact that he knocks out one of those pages a day is just mind-boggling. All right, let's get into Risk. So I actually want to be a little more adventurous. I was inspired by my conversation with Jason, so I might play a game of Progressive if there's one available. Progressive is a little different than Fixed. But I want to, like, Progressive games are pretty boring when they're like 4 people. So ideally, I want to find one with 6 players that's Progressive. If not, we'll just play a game of Classic for Fixed. I still want to play the Classic map, but I enjoy Progressive. It's an interesting challenge. Here's one. Auto setup, balance blitz. Let's do it. There's only one person in there, though. So we'll give it a second and see if this person gets more players. If not, we might browse around and find a different one. Yeah, I think this one might not be so great. This is the most boring part about the Risk streams, but believe me, they get better. It's just the initial menu and finding a game that has a good quantity of players can be kind of a pain in the butt. So we're going to browse and we'll find. So Progressive is interesting because here's another one. This one has 2. This one has 2, but that's Fixed. 3 now. Maybe we play Classic Fixed. The problem is if I browse too long, these fill up pretty quick. So maybe we'll do this. This looks like, to me, something that's trying to bait a new player, because newer players usually like longer turn timers. And so quite often, like, expert players will bait a newer player in by having a longer. And I think this is definitely a bait, because this guy's name is Risk Noob, and I guarantee you that guy's not a noob. So giving it 120 seconds, they're probably trying to bait younger, less experienced players. Not that I'm that experienced of a player, to play the game, because newer players usually find the 60-second timer just impossible. Older players hate the long turns because you just don't need them. It just extends the game, but it can draw in some newbies. And so I'm guessing that's what's going on here. I'm also guessing there is a possibility that some of these players might be collaborating. I only say that because I've had that experience. It's part of why my ranking went down, was just playing with players that were clearly like not allying because of the game, but like went into it as friends. But regardless, we're going to try our best. And Progressive's interesting. So I've played Fixed, but I haven't played Progressive on stream before. And I haven't, frankly, played Progressive as much recently. But I absolutely love Progressive. It's interesting. The cards basically accrue more and more troops as the game goes on. So I'll talk about my tactics so far on Progressive. I'm still kind of learning it. So it'll be interesting to kind of talk about. And we'll see if these players collaborate or not. That might be interesting too. And you guys can tell me in the chats, like, do you feel like they're collaborating? Am I being paranoid? It's always hard to tell. There's definitely times, though, where it's like dead obvious. Like, for instance, if like every player here just goes to town on my stacks, like, that's a pretty obvious sign that there's collaboration. Like that sometimes will happen where you'll have every single player like ally against one person at the beginning of the game without reason. That's usually a bad sign. But yeah, like I don't think that's going to happen here. So my tactic at the beginning of this, like in general in Fixed, you want to secure a continent. You want to get your stack pretty big, but you want to secure a continent. In this, you kind of care about continents, but it's more about cards. So for me, my concern right now is to have as many of my little numbers survive and try to consolidate them into a good spot where I still have a good kill position on other players. Because as the So fixed right now, the card bonuses start at 4, right? And range to 8, and it just progressively gets exponentially larger. So once you get into like 30 bonuses and 40 bonuses, you want to be in a territory where you can annihilate a person's entire army, take their cards, roll that into the next one, and kind of and so on. And you can quickly win the game. But it's very important to do patient play and try to not get into wars with people unnecessarily. Like right now, I could start vying for Australia, but in this game, I don't need a continent. At least my strategy so far is I don't think I need a continent. So instead, I'm going to actually scoot out of this territory and hope. Unfortunately, I'm blocking red, so if they're like a no Australia, no win, that could be a problem. But I'm hoping that I can move my troops out and maybe kind of angle a little bit more towards Europe. And my goal right now is to save as many of my bigger stacks of troops and make it really unattractive for somebody to hit my stacks. Consolidate them all together and eventually just have a big fat army that I can basically single out whoever's got a lot of cards, that I can take their cards and get that exponential growth so that you can very quickly dominate and win the game. It's an interesting game. Fixed and progressive, two totally different styles of play. Not entirely different. You're still kind of like, you don't want to piss people off. Like if you unnecessarily, like I've already kind of pissed off red. Red might do something dumb, like run into one of my big stacks. But I don't think they are. It looks like they're going to angle. I hope red might be a good player and just hit that one. You know, a new player to progressive, if he starts angling to take South America. Frank said, I just noticed you have a join button. You have a membership on YouTube now. Cool. Yeah. So you can be a member. It only at this point gives you like access to a few little icons that you can use in chats, but I want to kind of expand on that as it goes. But yeah, I do offer membership, and that is a really wonderful way to show your support for the channel. But I don't want to pressure people to do it because I'm not offering a ton for members right now. It is something I'd like to expand on. So far, I'm looking pretty good. I know it's weird because it's like other people are kind of closing on territories. This may not be the strongest start if this weren't fixed. But the fact that this is fixed is kind of a good thing. So what I'm going to do is just progressively build my stacks. So I want to do my 7, and I want to hit something with one of my lower numbers. And that's great. I collected a card with little cost of my troops because right now it's all about just accruing the biggest troop stack that I can. That's my tactic here. And I still want to be in somewhat of kill range. So we're going to fortify up. What's more attractive to hit? I think it's more attractive for somebody to hit my 5 than my 6. So I'm going to protect my 5, make it an 11. So now I have a good big stack. Red is in a good territory to be a danger to me, though, especially if they have their eyes on Australia. Yellow is not too bad, but they're pretty spread out and they haven't consolidated yet. So it'll be interesting to see how they play. There's a couple tactics you can use with progressive. Some people try to spread out as much as possible. So when the bonuses start rolling in, they're in good kill positions. But that can have a weakness because at first the bonuses aren't that great. So here's the other trick to progressive, which is different than fixed in risk. So in progressive, once you've accrued cards, you kind of don't want to be the first to cash in. Like, if you're the first to cash in your card bonus, you only get 4 troops, right? And then the next guy who cashes in gets 6. And the next one gets 8. And the next one gets 10. And it just very quickly gets bigger. So you kind of want to be very late to the cash-in game. But in the game of risk, when you haven't cashed in your cards, right, the catch is you're very vulnerable to getting annihilated by somebody like Red, who might have their eyes on Australia. I don't like Red moving so close to me, so I think what I might do is consolidate away from Red. That'll put me in a bit of an awkward position because that'll put me, like, if I move my 11 to my 6, that puts me in a weird position. But I do have a lovely, okay. I think I've got a place I can move that's fairly out of the way of these people. So the catch is like right now I have 2 cards. It looks like if I get even a decent cash in, even if I can cash in, ideally I don't want to cash in for that first troop bonus because that still leaves you pretty vulnerable because the next person to cash in gets bigger cards. So you usually ideally kind of want to be cashing in at 5 cards unless absolutely necessary to survive. But holding 5 cards makes you really attractive to people because if they can kill you, then they get 5 cards and they get 2 bonuses. So that's the fun of progressive. It's an interesting game. I haven't fully figured it out yet. But my strategy right now is like, I'm not even worried about territory. So White is in a really vulnerable spot right now. They're playing this kind of like fixed, thinking about territories. They're spreading themselves pretty thin. I'm a little more worried about I'm really worried about purple and red because they seem to know what's up. Yellow's not bad. Like they're spread thin, but they have a little more protection. Yeah, let's go ahead and break that. Consolidate my 11 to my 13. That splits my forces. It does leave my 6 vulnerable to purple, but I don't know why purple would waste their 6. And look at that. We have the best card cash in. However, if I cash in right now, I'm the first player to get 4 cards. Like if I cash in on my next turn, that would be stupid. I also occasionally will peek at the different players and make sure nobody's botted out. Because the way you play when there's a robot player has to be relatively different. So right now what I want to do is just stay out of people's way. That's my tactic right now. Kind of don't like that 8, but I don't think the 8 hits my 3 or the 9 hits my 3. They might not be happy about that 13 because it looks like I'm moving into kill position for them. So maybe they're well, okay, they're kind of more concerned about that 13 and trying to tell that 13 don't take Europe. But they're spread really thin. So far, the board leader is actually purple, who's playing pretty strategically. Like the fact that purple hasn't even bothered to waste troops to take Australia, although this makes me a little less nervous. Now they're going to move their 8 through. Are they going to blast their 8 through or just keep the 2 positions? I'm going to let purple take Australia. I don't care about continents at this point. I just want a big old stack. And so far I've managed to retain most of my troops. I'd like to move my 3 through that 2 if he doesn't move it. If I still have that chain to bring that 3 into my 13. But that's a little dangerous. It might be time to consolidate my 6 to my 13 because I need a big stack. So I think I know what my play is now. I think my 3, if it survives, if it doesn't get hit by blue, it doesn't. That's good. So I think I move my 3 to hit that 1 in Europe. See if I can get a card from that. And then basically consolidate my 6 to my 13, which will then be 16, 20 something. So I'll have a good solid stack. And that should buy me time to not have to cash in my cards early. Because if you cash in your cards early, you just get a slow thing. How are you doing, Frank, by the way? I noticed that Frank's watching. I saw your Facebook and stuff. I was like, man, I hope you're okay. It's just Frank, it looked like he got pretty injured. So I hope you're all right, recovering okay from that what looked very painful. Okay, now White's kind of getting a little strange. So White is making an enemy of Red immediately. But also White is an advantage to me being there because it's blocking Purple from taking a kill move on me, which is actually pretty exciting. So I think what we do is we don't cash in our card. We're going to take the risk. We're going to please work. Yes, I got a card. I retained even 2. That 2 probably doesn't survive the next turn, but it does the more important job of consolidating my 6 to my 16, and now I have a 21 stack. And so if like yellow cashes in and gets 4 cards, they can't take me out of the game because their 7 plus 4 doesn't equal 21. I'm in pretty safe territory. The only person who's a challenge to me at this point for the next round, and the more I'm holding cards, like the more tempting it is to take me out. That's 16, but even the 16 would be an idiot to do that. Like, let's say they cash in their 4 cards and they get like 4. Their 20 is going to have to do a lot of legwork to get there. Purple will be a problem, but I think purple hits that 5 stack, which would be a really big mistake. That would be the wiser move to move their 7, but they're blocked. So I think purple's in a kind of rough situation because of that 5. That'll disappear in a second. And White may end up paying for that error. You can be pretty aggressive in this game and win, but more often than not, the really aggressive players do not end up at the end. Sometimes they do, though. There are some really solid, aggressive risk players, but I find that doesn't happen very often. I like that Red has blocked themselves from attack from me. That's a good sign. Now, I think Blue breaks that block, which is not a good sign. But now Red has to break through a 13 to take me out. So unbeknownst to me, I feel like actually I just had a favor done for me. Now, territory bonuses do help at the beginning of the game. So White was locking and now unlocking that figure. I still don't want to waste my cash in, so we're gonna risk it because I still don't think that 14 plus 5. Yeah, they're still not in position to kill me, even though they could use their 7, but they still have to break through a lot. So let's just see. Oh no, I do have to break something. What do I want? Do I want the 2 out of the way or the 2 out of the way? I don't want to break into Europe. I don't want Europe feeling like I'm trying to take their turf. So I'm going to leave here, but I like this split position. And now we're in good standing. So we have to cash in this next time, but it's pretty solid. Like, I got a good set of cards for the beginning. So progressive's weird. It starts real slow, real patient, and before you know it, somebody, could be me, could be another player, is like dominating everyone. It's usually very quickly ended. So it's a very slow start. It's usually the quickest ending of a risk game. It's not like fixed. Fixed is like a very slow, brutal end game. Progressive, like it's called progressive because it progresses and it progressively gets heavier and heavier. I'm glad Red made the move they did because Red can't take me out. That makes me very happy. Red might have been in a kill position there, but they blocked themselves with that 4 and that 1. So, and that 3. So they have so much they have to work through to hit me. I'm actually in a pretty good territory. The only thing is yellow. Yellow is a threat. Yellow is a big threat. But yellow has to move through quite a bit. Blue is in pretty rough territory right now. If yellow plays their cards right, by the time yellow cashes in, they can probably take out blue. Blue's turn is before yellow, though. So, but yellow might next move. I don't think they're in play, though. I think there'll be like 1 or 2 troops short. And even doing that is stretching it pretty thin because of that 4. But this whole game, you're analyzing, can I literally annihilate another player in one pass? That's when you want to move. Notice the card bonus is now 8. So I am getting a better bonus than blue and white did. They got 4 and 6. But the downside is that means that yellow is going to get a better card bonus than me. But I'm also liking that I'm in a good feeding territory. Do I move out of yellow's way, which puts me into purple's kill, which, by the way, purple is going to be in a really good position to take me out of the game pretty soon. But there's not much I can do about it. So we're just going to kind of wait and see. We got our 32. That's a pretty good number. We don't have a turn in on the next turn. So things are going to get a little tense. But we're keeping an eye out also for mistakes. So something else I do here is in progressive is like I am looking for somebody who wants to clear someone out and expends all their troops. And I've been that person playing progressive. That's part of the game is like the patience and knowing when to make the call to clear people out. Often you don't want to be the first to clear somebody out, and you don't want to be the first cleared out. Sometimes if you play it right with this game, you can clear the entire board in one go. So I'm glad I didn't split my stack. Yellow has 23. And they could come from both directions and annihilate me with their 15 and their 23, but they're blocked by blue. So a lot of these players that were trying to kind of aggressively place themselves in my turf have actually benefited me by protecting me. The only person I'm not protected from is this guy right here, but I don't think he accrues enough. He is going to get like a 10 bonus, but I don't think that's is it a 10 or a 14? I don't think he gets enough to actually clear me out. Yeah, he doesn't. He could theoretically come from both sides, but he's still going to miss my 1. Does he hit my 1 right now? That would be scary. He doesn't. So he's not going to clear me out. So we have lasted another turn. I fear that I might get taken out the next turn. I need to somehow transfer locations or make it harder for purple to just come up and get 4 cards from me. We're in the danger zone now, guys. This is what I mean by progressive being a really fun game, because as you go, like now you're getting 20 for a card turn in. That's why you don't want to be the first to turn in your card. So red could take me out. Luckily, they blocked themselves, but in a turn or two. And blue... Is blue in kill position now? I might be dead. That's why this game is so fascinating. Blue has 36. They can destroy me. Will blue make the move and take my 3 cards? It wouldn't benefit them because they can't cash in the 3 cards. That's the thing. They used their cash in. So now they don't benefit a lot from getting a 3. They benefit from getting a 4 or a 5. I live to see another turn. Possibly not. White is in danger territory too. And I don't think they're doing a card turn in. White is a little protected, but white is in danger territory too, which is good for me. I need other players in danger territory. My biggest threat right now is purple. And I have no way of getting out without expending troops. They can just kind of casually annihilate me. And it's an easy 4 cards. I'm probably dead on the next turn. Oh, I shouldn't have picked being right next to purple. Yeah, unless yellow does something. Well, yellow can take me out too. So I just have to hope that doesn't happen. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be carrying 5 cards. This is the worst. This is the time where I don't want to be the last to cash in. At the beginning, you want to be the last to cash in. I think I'm going to be dead. Purple's turn, I think, is when I die here. But it was a fun game. Oh, nope. It's yellow. And that's it. I lose. Not a good play by yellow, because now they're going to get eaten. But in fact, I'll show you guys. But still, I don't blame them. It was a free few cards. Oh no, I lost connection. Okay, I wanted to show you guys the game after that. I'm going to also say good game. But I want you guys to see what happens to yellow because they move too quick. So yellow has 4 cards now. Now they're like they moved. I've done exactly what yellow did. They've moved too quick. So now purple, if purple's smart, purple moves in and just clears out the entire board. This is where progressive is good. I unfortunately just bombed this one real bad. But check this out. If purple has a cash in, if purple doesn't, yellow just lucked out. But even if they don't, they should go for the kill because they have 3 cards, right? I mean, it is a no-brainer at this point in the game to just take out, like entirely take out yellow. If they don't go entire, it's ridiculous. Yeah, they can take the whole thing. Keep going. Oh no, they're going too slow. Why would you slow roll that? You're a 30. Oh my gosh, I thought purple would just clear out yellow, but purple's not a good player. Okay. Or maybe it's collaboration in that case. I don't think I lost this one because of collaboration, but that's really suspicious. Like, why would purple not have just annihilated red or yellow? Now, red should annihilate yellow entirely too. Do they have the troops to do so? It's a real tight squeeze. I wouldn't actually go for yellow if I were red. Purple was in perfect kill position with yellow. So red might get there. I kind of want to see how this plays out anyway. I learn a bit from seeing other players. Okay, they're in okay standing, but I think they have that sad thing happen where they end up with like 1 troop before they kill the last one. The person who should have made this kill was red. If yellow even gets away with this kill, that's a miracle. Or sorry, not yellow, red. I think red does possibly get the kill. The problem is they have to hit that 2. So use your 3 first. There you go. Oh, use your 2 first. Oh, bad roll. Oh no. Oh, this will be so heartbreaking if yellow doesn't win this game. I mean, not yellow, red. But I think red's... it's interesting. Oh, I knew it. So like I said, I had a feeling that was going to happen. That should have been purple, because purple had the 12. So purple could have easily cleared that, gotten a card bonus. I think white... No, blue gets this game now. Because blue can easily clear out red, get the bonus, and then clear everybody out. And they're going to get 2 bonuses. They get a 5 and a... Wow. So this is where, like, patient play... Yeah, they're going to get that, and then they can roll that, and the whole game is done. So that's how progressive works. So blue wins this game. Yeah. So watch this. I mean, they're moving real slow, which is shocking. But in theory, blue should win this game. If they... Yeah, they should go. Yeah. Just take all of red. Very smart. Don't block yourself. Okay, move your 59. Go, go, go. Yeah, I'm watching this at this point rather than playing it. Just because progressive is really fascinating to see how it plays out, who wins the game. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, blues... Okay, they're going to take... If I'm blue, I would go for white next. White's going to be a tough one, though. You got to split your forces. It's not too tough, though. So now we're going to see this bonus. Can they do it? Ooh. Did they move wrong? Because they didn't leave any extra troops. Oh, I don't think they get the bonus. Oh, trouble territory. So purple wins this game. Interesting. Do they have a card turn in? I think this is purple's game, but maybe white has a card turn in here and it's a quick upset. Blue could have had that game. What they should have done is left excess troops. But what do I know? I lost in like 1 turn, but they should have left excess troops. They're still in pretty solid position, though. I mean, white shouldn't be doing that because white has 88 troops. And, purple's going to go to town on them. So why do that? Anyhow, it's an interesting game. So, wow. So purple wins this game, though. I don't see how white... Unless white can pull a miracle. Let's watch this. Why would white... Okay, now white is just giving purple the game and kind of begging that they don't get killed first. That's a wuss move. If purple doesn't have a card turn in, though, they're in so much trouble. Yeah, okay, they have a card turn in. So purple needs to take out blue, and they need to go, go, go. I guess they could go for white first. That's a safe play, but you only get 2 cards for white. I guess that's punishment for them being a wuss. But, so, interesting. So they're going to lose to blue. So now I do wonder if, like, blue and purple were collaborating. Because they can't turn in that card. And I don't think they have the numbers to win. Blue wins this game. That's really suspicious. Yeah, that's really... So I wonder if purple and blue were collaborating. Because, like, why when you're purple wouldn't you have gone for blue? That would have been the game. But instead, blue is going to sweep you out of existence, possibly, next turn. because the next card bonus is going to be big enough, I think, to take him out. 73 though to 17. So what's the next bonus, like 50 or 70? Fascinating game. I mean, blue has to have a card turn in here. Oh. Okay, we're not going to watch the rest of this, but that's a fascinating game. So it's going to be contentious between blue and purple, and we'll see who wins. But I think I do have time to do one more game of Risk. So hopefully I can do a little better than lose first. I picked the wrong position. Ooh, blue made a fatal error. I think blue loses because blue left that one. And the next card turn is 55. Yeah, blue's dead. Possibly? Yeah, blue's dead. Especially if they hit that 30. Because that leaves blue with 46 troops. Yep. He'll have the numbers because his turn. So purple's turn in. Sorry, this is really fascinating. Purple's turn in is going to be the kill shot, unless they're collaborating. Or if purple can't cash in at 4. If they can't cash in at 4, then this is blue's game. So I guess it's a worthy gamble. They have to cash in though. 4 cards. Are they going to delay it? Yeah, there you go. 55. Game over. Game over. Unless they just let blue win. So that was an interesting game, but that's how progressive works. Again, I'm still learning it. We're going to play a trailer and assume that purple and blue are not collaborating and that purple wins this game. And I'm going to go ahead and play the trailer for 2 stories, and then we'll come back, play one more round, and then call it a night. I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you're having a creative night. And I'm going to put on the Christmas trailer for 2 stories. So actually, that was a pretty good game of progressive before. I don't know if we'll find as good of one with like a full 6 players. So the funny thing was, me getting taken out was a fatal error by yellow. It did get them 5th or whatever, but that was like guaranteeing they weren't going to win because they depleted their troops and attacking me. So if they were a better player, I probably wouldn't have gotten taken out. But in reality, I misplayed too. So, not saying I'm a better player than they were because I've made that mistake. What I'm learning from that experience is like, I don't want to be me in that version. I want to play better in that with my positioning, but I also don't want to be yellow who took me out and left themselves to be the next in the chain with a fat stack of cards, giving the game basically the win to the 3rd attacker. So, or sorry, the 2nd attacker. So that's the catch with progressive, is you kind of want to be the 2nd attacker. You don't want to be the 1st. If you're the 1st to clear out, you want to be sure you can clear 2 at once. Otherwise, you're next to go. I am enjoying progressive right now, so maybe we play another game of progressive. I think fixed is a little less. It's more tactics based. So I'm actually fine with fixed. I enjoy fixed, but I think maybe we play progressive just to change it up a little bit. I don't like playing Fog of War though, because that, especially for collaboration, just opens up too much. So let's see. Hopefully this is of interest to you guys. It's a late night. I finished my art and now I am playing. I could play fixed. Let's just browse though. I'm really digging the progressive and I feel like I'm learning it. So on my very backwards attempt to become a grandmaster, where I've gone from master to intermediate and possibly back to beginner if I keep playing games like I did tonight. So let's see how this works though. We do not give up in this channel. We do not give up. We take on crazy 200-page graphic novels. I'm not seeing any enticing progressive games. So maybe we join a fixed with 6 players, if there is one. What was that? Let's see what's on option here. They're filling up, so we'll have to regain. Okay, and let's see what's on option. Let's do classic fixed. Oh, did we get in? Oh, I think I joined too late. Or my connection's being weird. Yeah, I joined too late. Or my connection's being weird. One or the other. Strange to be stuck on joining, so let's leave that. Okay. Let's try this again. That sucks. I thought we got in right on time. That's the problem with these games, is like trying to get in before it closes. Let's see here. Don't like true random. I like balance splits. True random's just too much luck rather than skill. I am liking this. Classic fixed. I'm liking progressive, but I don't like 4-player progressive. There we go. We'll do this one again. They have 2 bots. I usually quit botted games, and honestly, I get a little suspicious when you have 2 icons that are the same. But I'm okay with that. Let's make this happen. It looks like that. So it'll be 4 live players, or 3 live players. General Plimpton is a great name. Sounds like Bill Plimpton. I wonder if that's a friend of the show. I wonder if Bill Plimpton is in Thailand. I mean, Bill and Jim Lujan are friends. You never know. Okay. We are going to do one last game of progressive. We might suck as badly as we did last time. But hopefully we do well. It'll be fun. And then I'm going to go to bed after that. Knowing I got my art tasks done for the day. We had a great art casters on Corey Kerr's channel. And I am committing to trying to do more of these vlogs. Even when I can't do comic content, I should at least give you guys a risk stream. And if you don't like the risk streams, I'll, again, like I did on this one, I'll try to kind of announce ahead of time, like this is going to be more risk oriented. Probably show a little bit of art stuff like I did today. I am last in line. That has an advantage and a disadvantage. It can be more advantageous in fixed. Not fixed, in progressive. In fixed, it can be really rough. The advantage in progressive is you inevitably are going to be one of the last to turn in your cards. First is a great position in progressive as well. So now I'm down to 19 troops. My troop number is going to deplete severely, especially because that's a bot, so it hits my 3. Oh, should hit my 3 still. Might even hit my 2. The bot might even clear me out of the game. Oh, wait, that's not my 3. I keep thinking I'm black. I'm red. I'm in really bad straits right now. Luckily, I get that extra bonus. So if I survive this round, but I have 5 and 4. So I think what I do is whichever survives, I buff up my 5 or my 4 and accept that the other troops are going to be dead. I am happy to see people fighting for territory this early. That's good, especially because black is really vulnerable to white. And the fact that there are bots in this game might be an advantage to me. White is going to bust my 3 and 2, probably. It may not go for my 3 because it's not a border territory. Black is really screwed. Like, they're in really big trouble. They cost themselves almost as many troops, but they don't get that extra bonus at the end. I'm in even worse trouble, though, because these bots are going to clear me out. Does that 5 go for the 1? It should, because it's a border territory. But there's my 2. Bye. Down to 15 troops before I've even played. This is not good luck. But black is in a really bad position. Who's in a strong position? Blue is in a really strong position. They're in non-attack territories. Oh, green just totally gave me the death blow there. Although honestly, green's gonna get taken out probably next turn. That's really weird. So I want to move into territories that are uncontested, but I have 18 troops. Green, by making that stupid move, is down to 9 troops. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add like 1. Am I next to a bot? I'm not, but I'm next to blue who can take me out. I think my best bet is to put it all on my 11 and just turtle the hell up because, oh my gosh, worst luck ever. Okay, my game's done. And that had nothing to do with my playing. I got reduced down to 12 troops first turn, and I had a 5 versus a 1 that got cleared out and a 4 versus a 1 that got cleared out. That's just bad rolls. I'm dead. There is no way I survive this game. As the last player, yeah, I just got completely annihilated. So 2 really bad games. This one, like last one I misplayed. This one is just sheer bad luck. I am curious, like, why the 5 was so intense. That is awfully suspicious. Like, that 5 seems like it wants to be eaten for cards. My only good thing right now is I'm down to 11. Yeah, I'm dead. Down to 11 troops. So I think green, this is my suspicion. Yeah, I think I'm just dead next turn. But I have to say, like, the green is just being so strange the way they're playing. They're either completely new or, like, I don't know. But even black, like, that's not really like, why would you slow roll it? Just hit it. Oh, I'm going to lose a lot of ranking on this because I don't think these are seasoned players. So the bot's going to just start going to town on black, I think. I think blue, the only thing I can think is, like, maybe blue is like alt with green. Yeah. There's just no way you would make that move. You've put yourself in death's door intentionally. I can't even get a card without eating a 2. I don't want to sound complainy, but I am totally dead in like a turn. I have 12 troops, you guys. So green is dead, but I think I die next. I think what happens is blue eats green. It might be a good time to eat green, but it leaves them very vulnerable. There's still a snowball's chance in hell that I survive, but I don't see how blue doesn't take that 5 and that 3 and start clearing me out, which is exactly what they're doing. Yep, I'm dead. Yeah, this was the worst start. I think this might be the worst start I've had at Risk. So my first turn was like not great playing, and this one was just like there's no playing your way out of this situation. I am completely dead here. Maybe not. I don't think so though. 9 cards is not good, guys. So I'm going to be forced to be like the first cash in here. It's still fascinating though. And if I'm going to play, like the one thing I don't like is people who rage quit. I feel like if you're going to play, you got to just play. So the bots are just kind of eating territories. Black isn't in a death position. They're pretty smart to keep their 3 in the center of Europe because it's going to be the last targeted. But they're right next to blue. But I also kind of have this question about blue. It's a very strange thing. Black is going to carve slowly at the bot to try to kind of move it. So black is trying to incentivize the purple bot to move its 2 out and hit me, or its 5 to hit green. So it's making that dinner easier for blue. Blue's going to have to take that dinner and cash in and possibly win the game. Does green, like, this is the big question. How does green survive this? Because green's in, I guess, better position than me, but not by much. What are the card cash-ins? Okay, the card cash-ins are at oh, this is good. Oh, this is rough. I have to break the barricade here and put myself in harm's way. So blue can I don't think blue can kill me though. They could really screw me up and set me up to be killed by somebody else. But and I have a decent card cash in, and I'm the last player. So if I do survive by any chance, I don't know how, but let's say I do hypothetically survive this and some people cash in before me, that'd be really good. I don't think that's going to happen. And I think blue's pretty much in position to take me for my 3 cards. All I need is one person to cash in who's not in kill position. I do like that black has kind of doomed themselves for this. Jaboom. Oh no, they didn't do it. Shocking. Usually I would see magenta kind of hitting that territory. I'm surprised. This is an interesting move by the bot. Black will now take out. Yeah, black's going to own this game. So they're going to get 3 cards from this. If they hit it, do they end up 1-ing out? Do they get lucky? Do they slow roll it? Ah, they slow roll it. That wasn't a bad slow roll. They have good luck too with their rolls. Really good luck. So I'm probably dead next. Oh, they didn't lose a troop? Okay. The nice thing is now they have to cash in and they get 4, so they're not in kill position from what I understand. Unless they come at me from 2 positions, but they're blocked by magenta. So that actually is a real advantage to me. Because my card turn-in should be worth more. It should be, in theory. They just turned in cards. Yeah, so now it's worth 6. So that was a benefit to me that they did that. That actually might make me survivable here. White is donezo. Who's going to take out white is the question. Whoever takes out white takes the game, potentially? And I am not in position to take out white. So what I do instead is we're just going to kind of hang out here. But I want to be turtled. Cuz I'm so dead. I think black has to kill me this next turn. Blue, if they have a turn in, can actually do the victory right now. What they do is take out white, then take out me, or actually take out magenta. I think they can do it if they play it right. They want to start with that 7 though and work their way up. Oh, don't go for black. That's dumb. Why did they go for black? That was a big fail. Okay, they're just giving the game to black. That's crazy. I mean, they're maybe hoping the bot like cashes in. That was a good play. But black like literally wins the game next turn. Or not black, sorry, blue. Black. No, black should win the game this next turn. Maybe not. You know what? They only get 10. You guys, I don't know how, but blue's misplay there when they should have annihilated white, it is really to my advantage. Because I think what happens is white might cash in their cards. I mean, black should, in theory, win this game still. Yeah, so I think blue might be an alt for black. That's my best guess. Interesting. Ooh, black has some bad rolls. But they are going to take white out, right? They're going to cash in for 12. $12 will not be enough to take out blue. Oh. I don't know if they can cash in. Wait, did white even have... Yeah, okay, they can cash in. So they get 12 troops, but they're actually in a worse position. Maybe that was a brilliant strategy by blue. I'm still learning progressive, so that was interesting. Now I wish I hadn't turtled up. I may not accrue a card my next turn. Oh no! They 15'd me, so I'm card blocked. I think they are collaborating with blue. I hate to say that. Like, I don't want to be like the guy who's like, everybody's collaborating, but they are totally collaborating with blue. Oh, give me a card. I just can't get a good roll today. I am dead. I am dead the next turn. I think I do this so that, but blue's gonna kill me on this next turn, and then take the game, possibly. They can't. Well, they can. They can kill me pretty comfortably. So they make that 6. Maybe they kill black first. Who has the most cards? I only have 1 card, so that is an advantage for me, actually. I mean, it's not for the long run of the game, but they're incentivized to kill black now. But what they're going to do is kill black, cash in, clean out pink. Can they kill black? I don't think they can kill black. And if black kills me, they only get 1 card. So what was the point of that? But I also don't think they're interested in taking out black. Like, I feel like they're kind of collaborating. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. So black could take me out, but like that's suicide. If black takes me out, it's suicide. Absolute suicide. The bot is kind of growing. I mean, maybe black wants to be happy with taking the L, but like to suicide yourself for 1 card when you can't cash in and recover, you're giving the game to blue. So that'll be proof of collaboration, I would say. Then again, oh, never mind. Okay, we are dead. We are dead, Zoe. Game is so they take blue for the 3 cards, and they get 25 troops after that. Ooh, they've blocked themselves. They can't. I kind of like blue. I really like blue, actually. Okay, this is crazy, but we're still in the game, guys. I might have made the same mistake. I am learning so much just watching this game. Who has a card turn in next? Blue. Blue kills me, maybe. This is such a weird game. Like, I just keep feeling like I'm going to get murdered on my next turn. I want to do this to draw magenta in to come at me. I probably shouldn't have, because if magenta has a card cash in, I'm in a target spot. Blue could hit my stack, but it wouldn't make sense for them to. Blue is in a really good position. 18's an ultimate target. I'm a target. If they have a card turn in, oh man, done. I'm dead. Yep, I am dead. By the robot. How embarrassing. Maybe not. Yes. Okay, I'm not dead. I still survive. How? Does that 23 hit the 18? Oh, that would be so beautiful. Does the 23 hit the 18? Hit the 18. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. I mean, I don't, because like the robot is unstoppably powerful at this point, and blue has a cash in and wins the game next turn. But yeah, you're dead. Like, we're all dead. Blue wins this game. There's no way blue doesn't cash in next turn. And black is in a rough position. They might just opt to kill me or to zero me out, so they're like a less easy target. Oh, please hit magenta. Blue's going to have a cash in on the next turn. That's something I need to keep in mind. Nobody else can rival blue, and blue's cash in is 30 troops. So what I need to do, who's next? I mean, blue is literally the next player. I need to 4, cash in, 2. I think what I do instead is I think I move here so that I don't have a lot of cards. I'm making black a more appealing target because there's no way I win. At this point, there's absolutely no way I win. Now, blue might see that as an act of cowardice and take me out, but I think they take black first. But they only get 2 cards for that take. Oh my goodness. So that I don't think they can cash that in. So my play there might have saved me a little bit. Because I think blue gets killed by magenta. I might have just won this game. At least gotten second. That's insanity. If I win this game, that is literal insanity. Now, it's the robot, so you never know. But in theory, the robot should be able to... Oh, the robot's not going to clear him out. Okay. So, blue still wins this game. Yeah. I mean, blue's in dire straits, but blue is definitely going to win this game. Yeah, there's no way I win it. It's too bad. I was hoping that 27 would knock into blue, but it just wasn't going to happen. So we actually die in a very unnoble way of just being like totally turtled up, and unable to attack or even move, because if we move, we're dead by magenta. That's too bad. I would have liked a game where I could have been more active on here, but honestly, for the start we had, it wasn't a bad start. Blue will take me out. They'll take my 2 cards, and they might actually win this game. I think they do win this game. Good game. So we got defeated twice. These were possibly the worst games of Risk that I've ever played. So I have earned my intermediate lower status on this game. I'm going to do another trailer. I have another 30 minutes before I need to go to sleep. So I'm going to do another trailer and possibly play one last one. We'll put on the classic trailer for Jacob's Apartment. Clearly it seems that only in dreams can we be these things we've seen and walk around breathing things. Okay, we're joining another progressive game. This one only has one robot so far. Hopefully this one works out better. Otherwise, I will go back to I guess they're starting with 5 players. Hopefully I'm not the 5th. I will go back to being a beginner on this game if I do badly at this. So I've gone from master to beginner in like a week and a half. But I'm also slightly autistic. And now we have a bot too. Not the best game. So I'm only playing against 3 human players. White is the one to watch out for. Like white is going to hit my 4 stack. And purple is a bot. Oh, this is not a good start. Okay, am I near any ones? I am. So what I'm going to do is I think I will buff up here. White is a bot, purple's a bot. Okay, I need to buff up here. And then I'm going to do this guy. Hope for good luck. I don't have it. I don't have any easy takes now. So I have to sacrifice one of my 4s. Do I sacrifice to the bot and put myself at the mercy of red? Who said how about an alliance for now? I'll accept it. Yeah, we can all accept the alliances. Okay, I have to just make a quick decision. So we're going to go ahead and just... Oh, crap. I didn't get a card. I'm so dead. I have not been playing on my A game here. That might have been a good move to not get a card, actually. White is moving for Europe and has really effective moves and is an advanced player because they're moving very quickly. Blue is slower. They're not an advanced player. I am apparently not an advanced player. I thought I was slightly decent at this game, but the last few games have made me question that. This is where red takes out white. White's 3, or they're 4, or they're 1. Maybe red goes for an easy take. Red has a bad roll. Me not getting a card was a huge advantage here. Red has a really bad roll, so we're not both off to a bad start. Red also puts me in a good position. Now we're cooking. They will take my 2. Possibly. I'm in some key, like, non-attacked locations for bots, which is kind of good. Now I'm a target. So how I become a non-target is... I think I need to consolidate. I want to consolidate my... I mean, red is really in like a kill me position too. So it's not great where I'm at, but can buff up my 4 to a 6 and put myself in a less attack prone position and just sacrifice those 2s. And now I have 2 locations. So that's a decent start. Red can still put me in a dangerous spot. Red, where their 5 is a really advantageous position when you're fighting robots. Because that spot rarely ever gets attacked. It's a weird thing about this game. That spot that Red's 5 is at is like really secure. Red knows the robot game, which honestly I don't like. This is part of why I don't like playing bots, because there's like certain strategies that I think work really effectively with bots. Blue might come in and just, well, no, that wouldn't make sense for them to bust through. It doesn't. And they're telling me to go there. I'm not going there. You kidding me? Now they're trying to tell the robot to attack me. Okay. We're still in the game. Blue really wants me dead. Blue wants me to move. Oh, Blue's encouraging the 4. This is very fascinating. Wow. Purple's just like taking themselves out of the game. I think what we need to do is let's enjoy our position here. And let's try to annihilate these 2s. I want to do this to make purple get back on the train. I want to do this. I don't need to sacrifice anymore, actually. So let's do that. This might be another quick death game. I have been playing very poorly the last few games, which actually I think is interesting. Like, to me, I need to move out of White's territory. White is an ally. I need to move out from the center of White if they don't hit my 4 right now. White is kind of being an ally. I mean, in this game, no one's really allies. But I need to give White that territory. And I'm going to give them like a little thumbs up and a heart because I agree. I'm not off to a bad start. I'm second place right now. That will quickly change, though. I'm not in bad or good positions, really. Blue is really just giving the game. Oh, I guess Blue's trying to open up White. I don't know what Blue's doing. I guess they're blocking. Yeah, Blue's play is a little strange. It's smart to have an exterior position. They're kind of blocking my 4, so it's going to cost me troops to consolidate. It's always strange to me. I mean, I think I have to kind of consolidate, so I'm going to give... I just hope it doesn't cost me a ton to get there. It cost me quite a bit. I need to move from that spot, too. That's a mark spot for purple. But I'm still in the game. 31 troops, 31, so I'm tied for first. But I'm very spread out, and I don't have a card turn in, so I'm at very big risk of dying. It's actually an advantage right now that my stacks aren't in one spot. I love this game, though. It's so challenging. So White was the first to cash in, I think. White is going to be accruing cards. Like, that is a good territory to hold. But White is also surrounded by... I think Blue might take me out here. I don't know if they can. I think if they play it right, they might be able to. They did a card cash in. Blue is an ally at this point. It is a little early in the game. You usually don't want to be the first kill. Maybe red is the one that gets really hungry. I feel like blue might have been angling to take me out, but realizes they have to wait a few turns. I might get taken out by red. I don't think they can do it. That's good. It feels like red and blue, I don't know if they're collaborating, but they're definitely allies. Because blue's been making moves that advantage red, and red's been making moves that advantage blue. I don't think they're collaborating. I just think they're allies. Being pretty good allies at that. That's bad news for red. But not really. That's where like I was like, you know what I mean? Like having that 4 there was like guaranteeing that you're like clearing the way. This is interesting. I'm going to make... I don't like that blue blocked my ability to consolidate my 3. That kind of pisses me off. So blue is angling to kill me. By cashing in cards. So the only bet I have here, as lame as it is to just kind of do some turtle business. And if I attack blue, the bot doesn't register it. So, oh, I hate turtling though. Oh, why did I skip fortify? I should have moved my 3. Oh, well. I just want to make it annoying for blue to kill me if they can't. It's also hard for white to kill me. I have a card turn in, so if I last this turn, I'm in really good space. I have to be one of the earlier card turn-ins if I'm going to survive this. I think white just did a card turn-in. Interesting. They're trying to incentivize the robot to take me out. White is in a really solid position right now. I am not last place. I'm 3rd from last. That'll rapidly change because red has a card turn in. And I think blue is lining up red for the kill. That's what that was. They're trying to clear the way, but they realize they can't kill me because they blocked themselves. Red is in open season to kill me if they have a cash in, but I don't think they have enough. They want to, though. You can tell. They're trying to line themselves up. Okay. We're at 10 on the turn-in. Telling me to attack white. Why would I attack white? That's the funny thing about allyships in yeah. Like, why would I attack white? Come on. If I attack white, that's game over for me. I do get 10 cards on the next turn. I can't kill anyone. Or can I? What would that bring me to? You know what? I think I can. This might be the stupidest move. No. Oh, that's so frustrating. I'm really close to being able to kill, but I can't. I can't, and I shouldn't be the first guy to kill. Okay. Never mind. I was gonna make the error that we just saw. Oh, this leaves me in such a vulnerable spot. Don't like it. I don't like it very much at all. I'm gonna go ahead and close this and just put myself here. Oh no, I didn't consolidate. I'm just making newbie mistakes all day. I should have moved my 11 on my 11. Spreading out like that was really dumb because now I'm fodder. Oh, white can't kill me. They want to kill me too. I'm in such a like desirable to kill position. Blue can't kill me, but they could take out my 11s and set up black. I think they're just going to take out the bot and maybe my 3. It'd be weird for them to waste a bunch of cards though. Because again, like this game, like people add up a lot. Red is going to murder me the next turn. I don't know if they're in position to do so, but they really want to, and I can tell. I am the most enticing food. They have taken out the bots. That was a really dumb move. I think blue, that move is so bizarre that blue is doing. But I am definitely next to die. I'm going to die on the next turn. I mean, there's no way white doesn't just mow through blue next turn. If not, red after they kill me. 12 troops. Is that enough? I don't think it's enough. They might take out my 9. That's a weird move too. What's going on? Okay, red and blue, man, are definitely working together. Right? Because like, why would red let blue do that? White has a cash in. White can't take me out. That's cool. That's good news. Blue is gonna murder me pretty hard this next turn. This is another game where I'm like, I keep thinking I'm gonna die. Like, I think that's why it's so fascinating playing progressive. Red didn't turn in. That's dangerous. Whew, every moment in this game is like just a really tense near-death situation. Oh, and I don't like being stuck in this little turtle spot. I've just had bad starts. 35. Do I have a card turn in? Yes. If I last, I'm in good position. If I last, what am I going to do if I last? I don't think I do. She takes red, gets 3 cards, but she can't cash them in. Yeah, she shouldn't take red yet. 14 troops is a good gain for blue. Blue's, I'm shocked that anyone is letting blue hold Asia. But it's progressive, so the game's a little different. The little advantage they're getting from Asia is going to die. Are they just going to just snipe me there? Red's going to take purple for their cards. Well played. They've been collaborating very well. Yep. Oh, they're going to do it. Oh, they're not going to do it. They are going to do it. They get 3 cards. Can they turn in? Yeah, they can turn in. Yeah, I'm dead. Am I dead? It's a tough stretch to kill me with a 20. They can kill my 12, especially if they're collaborating with blue. It wouldn't make sense. They're going to go for blue. They're going to break Asia. Okay, they're not collaborating. They're just temporarily are they going to take Australia? Oh, they are going to hit my 12 just to be a dick. No, they're not going to hit my 12. I love it. Okay, what is the lowest troop amount? This will put me at Yeah, so 48 can definitely take blue. Wait, what's the next cash in? 30. 30 for 39? That's not too bad. Let's do that. Crap. I'm going to run out of time. Like a newbie. I just have not been on my game today. Don't run out of time. Oh, that sucks so bad. That was a newbie move. Come on. Oh, crap. I'm so dead. I have not been playing well tonight. That should have been the game. I shouldn't be so grumpy, but now I'm dead. That should have been the game. That would have been the game. I should have just gone for red. Red had 4 cards. Oh, so frustrating. Does white at least do me the honors of killing red first? Do me the honors. Kill red first. I have 1 card. Red has 4. At least I came in second on this game. Oh, no, they're not. Okay, good. They're going to do me the honors. That's good. That is a bummer. But I came in second on this game, which I played a lot better. I don't know what is up with me lately. Like my attack at the end was just too slow. But I'm learning and I'm getting better. And they have a huge card turn in. I'm gonna just say good game. I could have had this game if I had just played that end game better. Oh, it was not a good game. 3 bad games. There you go. So, if you've watched this and enjoyed it, watching me fail, cool. Hopefully we watch success on the next ones. I came in second place. It wasn't too bad. It's not as bad as it could have been. Not as bad as the first game. But yeah, I just played like a newbie. So, if you enjoy watching this Risk content, I did get some points and stuff. That was an intermediate to an intermediate, so I'm not going to lose a ton of points, but I'm only at intermediate now. And I want to get back to expert and back to master again, but I need to play better if I'm going to do that. So you can watch me on my journey as I stubbornly attempt to get there. If you guys have comments or thoughts on how I played that I haven't already acknowledged that are like my misplays, let me know, because I do like learning. And I will see you guys on the next live stream where I will probably be working on art stuff. And now I'm going to go to sleep so that I can work as an art director tomorrow. But I feel rewarded for my hard work on my graphic novel. And that's the purpose of this, aside from my little secret agenda to try to become a grand master at some point in time. And it's going to happen. I think with determination, anything's possible. All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you on the next live stream. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't yet and you watch this or you've watched this after the fact, hit like, hit the bell. That way you get notifications when we're about to go live. And hopefully you guys can join me on my journey and attempt to become a grand master. And also on my journey to get my over 200 page graphic novel done, both which are close to impossible tasks, but will get done because I'm stubborn. All right. I will see you guys on the next one. If you like the art content more than the Risk content, I really encourage you to go to Corey Kerr's channel and watch the last episode of Artcasters. It was a really good one. and it was fun to hang out with the guys. And our guest Jason was really good. We talked over him a lot, which I feel bad about, but he was a great guy. We will see you guys on the next one. Bye.